Why, hello there. It is I once again. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Get the good old mic in a little closer. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? It is I once again. As you can notice, this is a Tuesday, not a Monday. I was a little bit strapped for time on Monday, and I had to make some decisions. And at the end of the day, I was like, "Welp, don't think I can stream today." And then finally, like around 8 or 9 o'clock, I think around 9, I was like, "Welp, I can at least put on Twitter. I can do it tomorrow." So that's what I did. I made it here. I'm here to cover obviously every week the ROM Tournament of Power, like we do every week. Also, just a heads up for everyone, it will be a shorter stream today. I just got some other things I got to handle, and I got some things to tackle. Me and Grace actually are going to be getting ready to go on a small little getaway. I don't even think vacation's the right word. Vacation's probably the correct word, but we're heading out for a bit. Come towards the end of May, we are actually heading out and we're going to Chicago for about a week. Just going out, seeing where Grace grew up and all that good stuff, and we're just gonna have some time out of town, just some time for ourselves, and yeah, just some time to cool off, and she's gonna be heading back home. I'm going with, and we're just gonna have a nice time. Other than that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else special that's coming up. Yeah, we got everything else finished up and looking good. Let's get to the tournament. And then I don't know what the night's going to bring us. We could just do nothing. We could do flash games. It could be anything, really. I'm not really feeling getting into anything crazy. The crazy flash series we can always jump into. There's nothing wrong with that. We can do other indie games. We could do nothing. It's all up to whatever everyone wants to do. Yeah, I'm down for whatevs. So, starting off, let's go over everything in the tournament right now and then go from there. Okay, so a little heads up for everyone too. There have been some votes that have been casted. Like I've been telling people, until the final poll and results are out, you still have time to vote on people from the past. You can still go back and vote on things, which people have done. I've had multiple people now go back, and I've had to change numbers. For instance, Nassar is not really having a 33% chance against Rom anymore. A few votes dropped him down further to a 29. Thank goodness someone brought Jack down to a 38. I don't know why he was sitting in the 40s, so that was good. And yeah, just everyone else has significantly had some number changes. Some people haven't had much of a change. Some people did get some votes in for stuff, and the numbers just haven't changed. I think the Jerrys, I think they either went down one or they're still the same. Jossie Tack's dad is still at 5%. So yeah, we do have some new contenders. We have some heavy hitters that have made it in now. So yeah, let's just go through and take a look at the newbies. Starting off, as you can tell, I have it put in a little differently because we now have so many characters. I have to start a new column. So starting off, we already talked about Keith, but Peyton Tovey. Now, just because I need a reminder because I've been going through so many characters, let me look up Peyton quick. Peyton. Okay, I don't know who you are, but I don't want you. Here we go. Peyton Tovey. Okay, this was one of the no-namers. Okay. Remember, this is what everyone voted for. Gunner Peyton Tovey was gearing the Prince Ozores artillery unit stationed at Anvil Gate. Tovey was killed you're going to love this. Tovey was killed at the beginning of the siege of Anvil Gate when an RPG fired by an Indy Special Forces soldier came through the window of the gun emplacement he was manning. The blast also killed fellow gunners Sasha Dufour and Bethan Pohl, as well as Captain Ranald F. Sander, the commander of the fort. Lieutenant Victor Hoffman reported the group's demise to command whilst informing them of the siege. So, for all y'all that didn't know, there was a time where Hoffman was at Anvil Gate. I know, a shocker really, right? And while he was there, he was getting a report or talking to Sander, and Sander was in charge of the fort at the time. He was the superior of Hoffman. Now, the important thing to know is that Sander got killed. Sander went boom from an RPG. If I remember right, I believe it hit Sander dead on. I think Sander was the one that was hit dead on, and he got turned into, mist. He was just killed on impact. And the others that were in the room also died, but Hoffman lived. And Hoffman had to report everything, and Hoffman was placed in charge of the fort. So Peyton was one of the people in that room. Peyton died. So Peyton, I don't know, maybe I don't even know how I'm going to bring characters back. If it's going to be them in their prime, or if they're brought back from the dead from when they died. I'm not sure yet. Maybe for Peyton, we'll have it he's back as a zombie. And maybe, he's at the same level he was when he was alive, and now he's more aware of like heavy artillery and RPGs. I don't know. If he makes it to round 3 or 4, maybe we'll give him an interesting backstory. Maybe. But we do have some new characters that also made it in. Let's see how well we can keep these to the side. Well, yeah, we can do this. People can see that. So, next up, we have Daniel Kennan with 8%. So, I do know about Kennan. I know him well enough, but I am just going to get some more background just in case. So. Let me get Kennan up. So, I can already tell you right now, Kennan was around during the Operation Leveler. He was there. He was there before things, too. I don't want Kennel. Not Kennel. I want Kennan. Give me Kennan. I want Kennan. There we go. Daniel Kennan. All right, but yeah, he was there. He's in the comics quite a bit, and he does show up in the books for the Asphalt Field book. That is where he dies. If I remember right, he was... I'm not going to look for... I believe he was killed by... I think he might have been RPG too. Let me see. All right, after landing, Kennan stayed close to Helena and listened to a voice traffic between Commander and Major Victor Hoffman's team of commandos. Shortly afterwards, he spotted an Indy APV approaching along the right side of the road leading to the Asphalt Point and reported to Helena, or Helena, depending on how you want to say it. While Marcus and Carlos spotted Indy soldiers moving in the marshes, Kennan then spotted another APC moving off the road towards them. Helena rearranged the gear's positions and then ordered Kennan and the others to engage their targets. I'm going to skip towards the end. As the gears began to get into position to respond to this new threat, Indy mortars hit their position and Kennan was wounded. Helena sent a medic to assist him, but he died from his wounds. Kennan's death shocked the company, many of whom considered him the heart of the unit, because he had trained most of them. Helena was shocked and saddened by his death, and she appointed Bernie to take over as senior NCO. So, it's important to say that Kennan was around, like him and Bernie were friends. Like everyone knew Kennan. So Kennan, he was around during, I believe, can I even get the name right? Not Dash Kurt. He was around during, the emulsion fields are over in, Dushin. It was Dushin. I even made a video on Dushin. So he was there at Dushin, and he was also responsible for, like, being in charge of Marcus and Carlos and all of them. He was, like, in charge, but it wasn't the commanding officer. Like, that, I believe, was Helena. Bernie was also there. Don't know why I keep giving, like, Helena a bunch of different names. But, yeah, Kennan was there, and he was just like, yeah, I've been here for a while. I know the ins and outs. Me and Helena are cool. And, yeah, he was, like, the senior. He was still young, too, if I believe so. He was still youngish. So when he died, everyone was like, oh, dang. Like, we got a senior. Like, we got, like, one of our boys from, like, the 26th is down, and this guy's been here a while. Like, he knows his stuff. And he just got taken out. Like, that was, like, crazy. Like, if you read the books and the comics and everything, like, when Kennan comes up, you're like, okay, Kennan at least knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot. Like, he's on the field, but he's not going to die. So in the books, when I read that Kennan died, because I played the games and everything and read the books, but I actually sat down and did every single thing in order at one point and actually went through and did everything in order. And, when you hear Kennan die after, like, all the comic stuff, you're like, oh my god, like, Kennan just died. Like, we actually know who Kennan is. He's not just some random dude that was just introduced in the books. So it was pretty cool getting to know Kennan. That was cool. So Kennan made it in. So maybe Kennan, I don't know, he's having flashbacks from when he almost got killed by mortars, or he did die from mortars, and he's just like, and he hides from the krill. I don't know. Maybe that's how he makes it into round 2. Garen Paddock is sitting at 33%, and he had a decent amount of votes. I'm actually surprised it was a square third of a chance. Like, I was surprised at that. Like, he got a good amount, so I was, like, I thought it would be higher or lower, like, not as exact. So, Paddock, I don't need to really explain to anyone. He was around during Judgment. We already dealt with him in Judgment. Awesome. I really like Paddock. I think he's in my top 10. I love Paddock. Paddock made it in, and I don't know what we're going to use for, like, prime Paddock, because there's 3 different ages that we know. Well, visually, we know of 3 different ages of Paddock, but actually, story-wise, there's a bunch of different areas in the timeline he pops up. But, like, Paddock when he was younger, and I believe he was a major. You had Paddock when he was fighting with the Cog during Judgment, and we have Paddock during Gears 5, when he's older and he's with the Nomads. I want to say prime Paddock. That's hard, because Paddock is a tough SOB, and he could really, any age you pick would probably work. Like, Judgment, Paddock, I might go with, just because it's like, Paddock You know, he's already fought Grozny. Maybe 17 AE when everyone returns to Halvo Bay. Maybe I'd pick that Paddock because he's more trained with the Locust. He has all of his UIR training. He's picked up some COG training at that point. Maybe 17 AE would be prime Paddock. Maybe. We're going to look into that one. Like, if Paddock makes it pretty far, we'll see where we're sticking him. But Paddock right now, we're sticking... He made it into round 2, and I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't make it to round 3. Bytack makes it in next with 29%. Now, Bytack is nuts. The entire past, 2 or 3 days, it was been 3 days... No, 4 days now, I think. I think it's been 4 days. Maybe. Let me take a look. I want to be exact with this one because, boy, howdy. How many times he has been bouncing back and forth between, having the upper hand against Rom, equal to Rom, lower than equal. It is nuts, man. He has literally been hopping around everywhere. And it's the honest question, where do you honestly put him for skill? Because it is stated many times, Bytack is a monster. He is a silent bringer of death. I really don't know how you would put him, in anything. Let's see. So, he got into the polls. This was 3 days ago. Okay, so 3 days ago, he entered into the polls. And I put him in with Somers, who was just, a private that was with the company that was with Hoffman and the Pensang. And then Cho Lingang, who was also there. Bai has either had the upper hand against Rom or even. As of the recent past few days, as of yesterday, people started actually voting for Rom. But Bytack has been, I'll give it to you. The dude's been bouncing around in the ranks. I will not lie to you. Bytack, because here's the thing, in the fight, especially round 1 through 3, it's going to be a one-on-one fight. But round 4, depending on how 3 goes for everyone that makes it that far, is going to decide, okay, Bytack is either going to have a stealth advantage or it's a one-on-one. If Bytack scores pretty high in round 3, if he makes it that far, then Bytack will probably have a stealth advantage. And Bytack is made to kill very quickly and very effectively and silently. So let's say he has a very high chance of fighting Rom and he wins the round 4 poll. I'd probably, if he won by a staggering amount, 90% of people think he would beat Rom. I would honestly put it as he jumps in, slits Rom's throat while he's not looking, or something like that, catches him off guard. Rom turns around and knocks him off, but dies bleeding out. I don't know. That's the thing. Bytack is very, very... The only reason he died is because he was weighed down by the armor he wore in Operation Leveler. He didn't even want to wear the armor, and he drowned. As far as we know, he drowned. We never found the body or saw what happened, but it is presumed he is dead. So, and I'm going to say he's probably dead, definitely, with how they pictured it in the story. So Bytack... He passed away just because of drowning. He didn't get killed or shot or anything. Bytack went out like a pro. Well, pro. He drowned, but he was doing it saving people. Next up, we have Low. Okay. So, Ro, don't worry, you'll know why I'm saying Ro in a moment. So, we have 2 gears, or 2 Onyx Guard, I should say. Low and Rivera. Low and Rivera were Hoffman's personal guard. Now, they started off originally as just normal run-of-the-mill gears that Prescott hired to be his guard. So they would follow him around, and it was both of them were his bodyguard, pretty much. And they did everything around him, kept him safe, and they got to the point that I keep saying I want to say Hoffman. Prescott basically trusted them enough as his bodyguard to be all right, screw it, you're in on the secret. Okay, Azura's a thing. The Onyx Guard are not gone and dead. You're still, they're still alive. Yeah, everything is still, hunky-dory. At least for survival of humanity, we're not all living in, boats and crap holes and everything like that. So he brought them in. And here's the thing. The Onyx Guard, there are, as far as I am aware, I think there might be 3. But I know for a fact there's 2 ways to join the Guard. And we talked about it in Keegan's video. The 2 ways are, the first is to go through the academy. And you learn, basic training and everything that's taught to the Onyx Guard. You are trained technically privately. You are trained privately away from the other COG to fight as an Onyx Guard. You are trained to be on a higher level than the COG soldiers. That's what you're trained to do. So you go through the academy, you pass everything, you graduate, you're an Onyx Guard. That's one way. The second way to become an Onyx Guard is that someone holding a high rank, or at least a higher rank than you by what we can see, decides to take you and actually induct you into the Onyx Guard. So they see you as being like very skilled, very able, very amazing, or something like that, and they decide, you know what, you are given permission to join the Onyx Guard. So those are the two ways. You're either inscripted in from the Guard itself, or you go through the Academy. Now, either way, you can kind of do it. Now, obviously, the Academy is going to get you to that point of being a Guard. If you graduate, you're a Guard. But if you get inscripted, that's really just as long as like the Onyx Guard decide you're worthy to join. So if like, let's say a bunch of people that are like lower level Guard, like say like, yo, this guy's like really like kicking ass, like he's really good, we should have him join. It seems like as long as they're a higher rank than some of them, they can say, you know what, you're a part of it. So the reason I say that is that's how Keegan got into the Onyx Guard. He got inscripted in. He didn't go through the Academy. Then we have Rivera and Lowe were also inscripted in. Now, you can take that with a grain of salt. Because, like, with Keegan, you at least know the reason he got inscripted in. He was at Halvo Bay. They were really, like, in a very, like, pocketed area of Halvo, him and a bunch of Onyx Guard, and he was a quartermaster. So he was supplying ammo. He was, like, going through, like, the river systems back and forth, delivering ammo. And he was, like, basically just a one-man, like, you know, keep the ammo safe and take out any locusts that were there, shuttling things back and forth for the Guard, and also, like, fighting with them. When everything was finished, the Guard were just like, hey, this guy fought with us. He kept himself safe. He knows how to fight. We think he should join. And someone of higher rank put him in. That's how he made his way to Azura, and he fought with Dury. So he did all of that. And I believe it's Dury. One second. There's an issue with Dury. Yeah, it's Dury. Paul Dury is his name. I think some people call him Drury, but his name is Dury. That's what it actually is. So yeah, Dury, him and Dury fought and they survived, blah, blah, blah. I'm guessing when both of Rivera and Lowe appeared on probably Azura, I'm going to guess probably Dury or someone else, probably Dury because he's the head of the Onyx Guard, went up to him and was like, you know what? You're here. You're COG soldiers. We've got the best ammo, best armor. We can give you training. Why not? You want to be Onyx Guard? That's probably how it went. I'm literally, because you never get the sense from Rivera and Lowe that they're like top-notch cut of the finer echelon gears. You never get that impression from them. So I'm going to guess just because of the fact they had better armor, better weaponry, all the ammo they needed, and they could get training in, that's probably how Rivera and Lowe actually became Onyx Guard. They were like, screw it, more the merrier, join in. That's how it went. So Lowe made it in. He got voted in, so he's made it around too. Will Rivera get a Lowe in? Will Rivera get a vote in? There we go. I don't know. It all depends on if people want to vote for Rivera. I'm surprised anyone voted for Lowe. I'm surprised no one voted for Dury. The head of the Onyx Guard, no one voted for him. Sure, why not? I mean, I'm not the one making the calls here, you know? This is a community-based thing. And I think that's everyone. Am I missing someone? No. Okay. So take a look at that list already, ladies and gents. Take a look at that. Let me pull. There we go. We're a ways in. I think we're at like 50 plus characters now. I think we're at 50 plus. That's a lot. That's a lot of characters, and we're not even done. Like, I'm in the R's right now for soldiers and for the actual imaged ones and the main characters. I think images. I'm in like the L's. And I think for no photo, just like name dropped, we're at like the R's. So I'm like slowly getting through. Now when we get closer to the end, I'll start throwing out a few more main characters. Like I haven't thrown out JD. Well, I need to get this mic in front of me. I haven't thrown out JD. I haven't thrown out Dell. I haven't thrown out Kate. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact I hated Kate, I'd throw her, just not in this tournament in general. My little quip for the community: don't vote Kate into round 2, please. Or you know what? Vote her into round 2 so that I can get it around 3, so I can pair her up with characters that are going to decimate ROM more than her, so that she can get booted out. Go ahead. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to play it fair, but if she does not make it through round 3, it ain't on me. Community voted that she ain't going to get it in. I'm not going to stack the deck, even though I want to, but if she's going to be in a class with other characters that make sense and she doesn't make it in, hey, I sorted the characters based on, like, a common factor. Like, let's say Kate makes it in. I would put Kate in, probably Alex Brand, and who's a really badass girl that would, like, really make sense for all 3. Let's say Sam. Let's say Sam makes it in. So, like, Sam, Alex, and Kate. If Kate does not win, hey, she didn't get voted. She didn't win. Let's say Alex got the majority of the votes in round 3 and made it to round 4. Alex wins. Alex wins. And for those who want an update too, for like, or just a reminder, round 1 is going to be whoever gets a vote. Round 2 is whoever gets a vote. And then round 3 is whoever gets the highest vote. Round 4 is the final where you take a shot against Rom. That's how it goes. The reason it's set up like that is because let's say we get to round 2 and let's say like all the jackbots have been like getting like the same average people have been voting for each. Well, now you got to decide which jackbot's going to actually make it to the next round. And then after that in round 3, we're going to actually decide like jackbots or people what's going to continue. Like P Wood has no photo or anything. We just know about P Wood. So I love saying P Wood. So let's say P Wood is put together with Tovi. And who's another one I can throw in there that doesn't really have their face shown anywhere? And let's do... No, Eli's shown. Well, I've got a lot of people here who actually... a lot of people like to vote for the people who have a face in the series, which makes sense. Let's do... I can't even do Kenning because Kenning comes up in the comics. Was Catherine Farrell shown? I don't remember. Let's say Daniels doesn't have an image. Let's say Daniels. Okay, so Daniels, P. Wood, and Peyton. Something's got to give and someone's getting votes. Sooner or later, someone's not going to make it further. That's just how it's going to go. And I am perfectly fine if some characters don't make it to round 2. If everyone makes it, if some characters don't make it to round 3. If every character here makes it to round 3, I guess round 4 is going to be pretty big. Like, I don't mind round 4 being big, but it's like, remember, I have to go through and put a 1v1 scenario for each character fighting and what the chances are in the situation and stipulation. Like, let's say, like, Tak makes it into round 4. Jossie Tak's dad, okay? He's got 5% right now. Let's say, hypothetically, he makes it to round 4, okay? Hypothetically. I don't see him making it to round 3. But let's say he makes it to round 4, okay? If he makes it to round 4, and he only holds the same percent he has now against Rom, a 5% chance of winning is how the poll comes out in round 3. So round 3, it's like, oh, yeah, 5% of the vote. So I have to factor in what his chances of beating Rom in a 1v1 fight are. And his chances are at 5%, but at the majority, he'd take out maybe 10% of Rom's health or something? I don't know. Jossie's not going to be fighting with a full deck. Let's say he has a 99.999% vote in round 3 that he's going to beat Rom. Well, guess what? Jossie Tak must have taken the super soldier serum that Captain America took, and he's walking in with a Chad walk, 3 feet taller than Rom now, and can backhand him through a boulder. I don't know. Of course, I'm not going to go that extreme, but I don't know how else I'm going to spin Jossie Tak's dad for being such a badass. Nassar Embry I could spin it. It's just busts out the sword and he just goes at it. I don't know. Clayton's going to be a one-on-one fisticuffs fight, probably, if that happened. But I am interested to see how round 2 is going to go. That's a very interesting question. That's where we sit for all of that. Okay. So, let's see. What are we going to do today? There's a number of things we could do. Do I want to do flash games? Do I just want to sit here and shoot the crap? I could do that. I could just sit here and just cry about YouTube copywriting my stuff currently, because that's always fun, because that's what YouTube's done with 2 of my videos now, which I'm not happy about. Unless they've done it with more now. Oh, what do you know? It's up to 3 now. That's just great. Okay, well. Copyright protected content found. The owner allows the content to be used on YouTube. Yes, I understand it's saying the owner says it's fine. But here's the thing. Here's the little goose to the gander. I don't want a single copyright popping up on my content in the first place. I don't want any of that. None of it. I want none of that to happen here. Because guess what? That's a problem in the future, I can tell you right now. I will literally read you what it says here. The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. Good, that's fine. But in some of them it also says oh, hey, by the way, this could affect things in the future. You know, I've already seen that one pop up before. So what I'm probably going to do is after I'm done with the stuff I've already like released and is scheduled to come out, because again, I'm getting ready for a trip, so I'm putting some stuff out in advance. I'm probably going to have to swap the closing music. I don't really want to, but I don't want YouTube putting copyright crap on my stuff. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Because if it's going to be every video now that comes out that gets copywritten, no, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not going to deal with that. I already am trying to get things grown a little more here and there. I could just hire someone on Fiverr, honestly, to just do music. I could just do that. Let's do that. Let's look up Fiverr. Fiverr stock has gone down, apparently. Oh. Freelance service marketplace. Let's open you up. AI artist. I don't want AI. No. Logo design. I already got a logo. WordPress. Don't want it. Voiceover. I'm fine. Video explainer. No. Social media, SEO, illustrations, I need none of this. I need music. I want music. What do we got? Okay, so it's not going to... Okay, there we go. I will compose your own original music. He's got 5-star rating here. You know what? Let's pull this over here and let's do some... Yeah, like what other options do we really have? Like let's look up custom music. Custom music boxes are pretty cool. Well, that's not what I'm looking for here. And I'm sorry I don't have the screen up. I just don't want to risk anything spooky coming up. Create video. Canva's making YouTube video outros. What? What do you mean custom outros? Is there music and everything with it? Let's see. I'm just going to click on something random and see if music plays. Yeah, there's nothing here. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. To be fair, it ain't too bad looking for what I would want. But there's nothing here I'd want. No. And that's in my designs now. Just delete. I don't want this. No, I have my own way of making outros if I want to. I don't have a horse in that race. Is there a sound option? I don't know. Like we were playing Habbo Hotel last week, and here's the thing. Habbo was fun because there was a jukebox in there you could take, and you could make your own little music with the beats they gave you. And there was some creative stuff some people made. Like now imagine that, but actually good. Like that's what we were dealing with Habbo. And I don't even want to touch on that again. Like, our experience last week was just sad. I don't want to even touch it. That was a sad experience last week. Let's see. We could... I don't know, man. Like, we could do a flash game, but I don't know any, like, quick flash games we could do. Like, we could play Fishy again. Fishy was fun. I don't really want to start, what was I just thinking? I don't want to start doing, here, let me get this out of the way. I got a lot of things in the way right now. I guess I can pop it open and see what we got. Bartending, the right mix. That was a fun one. Oh, man. Back when these were just horrid. Slandria X, the Dark Hospital game. Slendrina, I should say. Slendrina. What's this? Pick a lock. No, I'm good. Short Life 2. Oh, that's all like a walking simulator. Dumb Ways to Die the game. What else we got? Let me see what else we have here. Fine. Sure, what do we have here? FPS. First. Oh my gosh. Funked Birth. You play against Jesus, eh? Versus the goblins, Jesus, Agatha, Gardevoir. What's up with half of these? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about it. But it's like, oh, that's a Newgrounds original right there. But like, okay, give me Poppy Rap Time. Bluey Can. That actually looks kind of fun. For my video series, I'm bringing back the off the cuff. I have been wanting to touch on Bluey and just talk about like, okay, let's talk about Bluey for a moment and see what's going on here, because Bluey is kind of like odd because of the fact that Bluey is like, it's a children's show, but it's like really, it's like for an adult, it's not too bad. It's like pretty good. It's interesting. It's probably the best way to put it. Do we have okay, there's Majin Goku and Majin Vegeta. Do we have anything else that would be... Oh, Alien Homicide looks fun. But I don't want to... No, I'm not looking for that. What else we got? There's a video section. Okay, so just in case, because I haven't panned out the video section. What the heck is this? This is like original YouTube stuff here. Guy loves his food. Kids crying for no reason. I'm pretty sure these are all YouTube videos. Oh, Sugar. Ah, Ed's World. I miss that. I miss him a lot. Shazam's Comic Con teaser. What is this? This seems like it's a mix of like old school stuff you find on like stupidvideos.com and just like stuff that's currently out. I'm not gonna watch any of it because I don't know what's gonna happen for half of it. That's weird. Baby Center. Let's go back to games. Multiplayer games. I'm not seeing anything I like already. How about zombie games? Zombie shooter. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, that's a little terrifying. That zombie. Zombies attack. Princess zombie. Dress up game. Zombie. I'm not going to look for that one. Zombie Catapult, Zombie Land. Zombie Arena, Zombie 300, Zombie Horde, Zombie Riot, Zombie Shooter, Zombie Smack, Zombie Bros, Zombie TD. How's Zombie Bros work? Maybe we should just play Tanks. Tanks is fun. We could do Tanks. Zombie Society 3. Like, where... Like, these all just have zombie in the name, but where's, like, the very good zombie stuff? Like, give me, like... New games next... I don't want... No, just give me zombies. I want zombies. New games... Sure, what's the newest stuff coming in? What's new? One Play, Space Miners. Wow. CN? Okay. Man, we're just going to have to make a catalog of all the games we're going to do. Yep, there's Alien Homicide. Some of these aren't looking too bad, but I also just need, like, you know, a little bit more context here for what we're getting into. Played games. Yeah, we already went through the Crazy Flashers. What was the name of that one tower game? I think it was just called, like, Kung Fu. What was it? It was, like, a ripoff of, like, an SNES game, but they made it interesting. Kung Fu D-Make, I think it's called. This is, like, the one I think that had, like... I think it's Kung Fu D-Make. It's not... Maybe it's D-Make. It's like... It had Mega Man as a boss. It, like, had funny, like, wording to it. I don't think it's Remix. Let's do... Maybe it is Remix. I mean, that's the question bar. But then I also think maybe it's D-Make. One sec. We might do this just for funsies, but I just want to find it. What was it? Okay, yeah, it's Kung Fu Remix. So that's what we want. We want Kung Fu Remix. Why not? Let's do Kung Fu Remix. We'll make it quick. I enjoy Kung Fu Remix, actually. Yeah. And then let me just... There, okay. Alrighty. Ooh, dang. Oh, dang. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. God dang. Okay. We have some Kung Fu Remix. Yeah. PayPal donate. I'm good. Give me that how-to play. Tell me what I'm doing here. Okay. X. Okay, so Z, X, and why P? Okay, yeah, that's fine. The power increases for every enemy killed. Spin the power bar to level 1. The power can have a total of 3 levels, but only 1 level of special. How do I do the special? Level 1 special rate, you can activate it. Okay, so number 1, okay. So the good old Hadouken, of course. And your first special on stage 2, so no specials on stage 1. You can pause when fighting a boss. Can't use specials on bosses, will be too easy to win then. I'm in... Okay, so kick and punch and P is to pause. I'm intrigued to see what my... It's a beautiful day and we find our hero Thomas having a relaxing picnic with his girlfriend, Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. However, neither of them are aware of the danger that lurks nearby, watching their every move. Nice music. Suddenly, Sylvia loses her ring. She and Thomas search frantically in the grass for it. Don't know why I really waited on the for it part, but okay. A ninja! And then, disaster strikes. Aye! Thomas! Help me, Thomas! Sylvia, no! Okay. Thomas raced after the kidnapper, urged on by Sylvia's cries for help. Up ahead, a large building loomed in the distance. Clearly, this was where they were headed. As they neared the building, the kidnapper dropped a note to the ground. Thomas picked it up, just as the kidnapper ran into the tall building, taking Sylvia with him. As Thomas read the note, his face paled. Sylvia is mine. If you want her back, come to the roof. If you can get there. I've got to rescue Sylvia, Mr. X. Stage 1. Name, Dirty Harold. Occupation, former baseball player. Weapon, a bat. Special attacks, none. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's see if I can remember my... let's bring that back a bit. Okay. If I remember right, kicks are my best friend. Alright, so... there we go, I'm getting this. And I'm down. Okay. Well, okay, I tried. Let's get Dirty Harold. Alright, so let's try just jump kicks. So for the pink ones, I just gotta get close. Oh! Did not know that was a thing. I'm gonna keep doing it though, because I like it. Bam, 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 bam. There you go. There you go. Oop. Bam. Almost there. Well, it says I'm almost there. Where's this Dirty Harold fellow I need to worry so much about? I will kill you. You are no match for me. You got it, Dirty Harold. All right, how we doing this, Harold? Ow. There's a battle of wills. That was most certainly a battle of wills. All right, that's Dirty Harold for you. Woo! I love remakes. The Hadouken, yes. And I'm not really going for a score here. I'm just going for nostalgia, my friends. Take me out to the next one. Mega Man. Occupation, Dr. Light's household robot. Weapon, Charge Buster. Special attacks, Slide and Plasma Ball. Something tells me I'll have this under control. What is that? I think that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme. I don't think it is, but it sounds like it. Do enemies get hurt by that? I just love jumping, just kicking their heads off. There we go. I mean, I can't use it on bosses, but I can at least clear the room a bit. I just love kicking their heads off. It's so easy, too. What happens if I... Okay, nothing happens if I punch, so just kicking their heads off is the easiest. Oh, so they get stronger, eh? That's not really a problem. Like, that's actually pretty easy. And I can't use a super on Mega Man, it seems. Whoa. There we go. I still have full health. Sweet. Well. So, do you like my blue helmet? Nope. You bastard. Oh, dang. How am I supposed to dodge that? Okay, I see where it's falling. And I have to do... Oh, man, I have to go through all of it again. Definitely old school, like, SNES we're playing right now. Some old school Super Nintendo. I believe the original Kung Fu was Super Nintendo. Of course, you couldn't kick people's heads off in that one. At least, I don't remember if you could. I don't believe kicking people's heads off was a part of the original game. Jesus. Okay. Well, that didn't go well. Yes, continue. Jeez. Like, I think about it, like, I talked about Zach in, like, the Motherload video I was playing. And I was just like, how did we actually, like, beat these games when we were younger? Like, how did we exactly do it? A lot of this stuff's a lot harder than I remember. I come to a decapitation. I'm just kicking heads off, Hawk. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, it's a shorter stream tonight, but then I got caught up playing Kung Fu. There we go. Yeah, just kicking heads off. Yep, yeah, welcome. Sorry, by the way, Hawk, I wasn't on yesterday. Hey, no stabbing. Sorry, I have to focus on my Hadoukens. Full health. Yeah, I got busy for time yesterday and I just couldn't make it in. So I couldn't stream, but I made it here. I actually am going to be stopping the stream probably soon. I wish I could have just kept playing Kung Fu. It was kind of just a BSing around earlier. I wasn't really aiming to do anything on stream today. But yeah, then I just started playing like Kung Fu Remix. Ow. Ow. Like, Mega Man is not hard. That's the thing. Like, and then the rocks. And... yeah, I can take him. I can take him. And rocks. Ho ho, Mega Man! Okay, rocks. Next one. Oh, no. Oh. Is this a Nintendo title? So it's a remix, actually, of an original game. So there is an actual game called, like, oh, no. Dang it. Oh. The boulders. I had one hit left on him. Okay, so it's actually a remix. So what it is like, this was an actual game made for Nintendo, but someone made a Flash game of it where they put in, like, different bosses for, like, each floor. And, like, for instance, there's, like, the mystery cubes from Mario that come up, too. So it's kind of like a little, like, head nod to, like, the other games that a Flash fan made. Like, you can do the Hadouken from Street Fighter on here. Then you have the Mario blocks, Pac-Man's... Oh, not Pac-Man. See, like, there it is for Mario. Then you have not Mario, but Mega Man as a boss. And for instance, like, I'll even do, like... There. And it just blows them away. Yep. But yeah, I'm just fighting my way through right now. I'm dead. Wait, maybe not. Maybe I can go get it. I'm coming. Dang it. Oh my goodness. Like, I know what we're going to play next week now. Oh gosh. But yeah, the decapitations are just the easiest part of it all right now. There we go. There we go. Next up. Oh, can't see me. Can't see me. I'm blurred. I'm a white blur. Whew. Who's next? Whew. Whew. Woo boy. Oh dang. Oh gosh, mother would be proud. Me mum would be proud of me. There we go. There. That's one hell of a kick. I know, man. That's what happens when you steal the man's girlfriend. Okay, I'm not worried about Mega Man as long as... Because I don't think I can catch him on one of his, Okay, and then there's this fella. Dang it. They hit hard. Like, this game is not that easy. Because I don't think I can hit Mega Man while he's sliding. It's the boulders are the hard part. Yeah, I'm not going to beat him this time. Like, I wonder if I can hit him more than once. Like, if I can catch him while he's, like, sliding that far, maybe. Yeah, I can't go fast enough. I can beat him, though. I beat this game as a child. Like, adult me can beat this. This is the last attempt I'd like to beat Mega Man tonight, but this will be the last attempt. Because I do have some stuff to do. It is a shorter stream tonight. So this is the last one. Last attempt. I'm sorry you got here a little late, Hawk. If I could keep the good times going, I would. But got a few things I got to tackle tonight still. There we go. He just kicks them one after another. Yours is gone. Oh, you too? Oh, here, have some of that. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Ow, the little dude hurts. A lot of classic games have you rescue a kidnapped victim. That's right, man. The damsel in distress is one of the oldest cliches there is, especially for games. Here. Oh, screw you. That definitely worked. That worked. Alrighty. I at least made it to Mega Man. Oh, I hate how they skipped the dialogue at that part. And you just have to be lucky with the boulders. There. Like, if I can just dodge everything, I win. That's the thing. The boulders are the hardest part. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, you did not hit me. 1. Oh, no, I lost. It got too close. Oh. I could beat him. I could go through this whole game playing it, but I can't. I claimed that I had stuff to do, and I do have to do it. So let's just let's go back full camera. I do like the music, but let's just fade it, and it's gone. Or at least in my ears, it's still there. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, we have to call it here. I promised a certain lady in my life I'd have some stuff to catch up on, so that's what we're gonna do. I promised her. I promised her I'd be getting to some stuff. So, Captain, I'm happy you at least joined me for the last 10 minutes. I really am. Like, honestly, like, it's nice to have friends and chill and play some games and just have a good time. For everyone else who's going to be watching this later on, because I keep the streams, like I said, vote for whoever you want for round 1 of the Tournament of Power. It's still going on right now. There's no end to the first round yet, so do whatever you want. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank everyone for making this possible, and thank the patrons for making this possible. I will see you guys for the next stream next Monday. It's always on Mondays. I was just late this week, so I got it out on Tuesday. So, I will see y'all on Monday. And yeah, we'll just have more good times. Videos will be coming out. Like I said, I do have a vacation that's coming up towards the end of the month. I'm going to be taking that and going to Chicago and having a nice time with me and my lady. Have a good night, man. You too, Huck. I'm glad you joined in at the end. Yeah, we're going to be having a good time, me and my lady, in Chicago. I'm going to get some stuff pre-recorded and ready for while I'm gone. And the Off the Cuff series is going to be coming back hopefully this month. I'm going to be working on that as I go. So, y'all have a good one. I will see you guys in the next stream and the next videos. Catch you later. See ya.